Hey everybody, what's going on? Your host, LovelyCheesePizza here. Welcome to another riveting episode of Let's Play Pokemon Blue. And the last time around, we took a nice big steamy poopergasa all over Misty's face down there in the Cerulean Gym. And then right after that, we walked right to the old base of the Nugget Bridge and farted all over our rival's brain in another heated battle down there. So basically, you could say that things were going great. And what's on the docket today is we're going to head up the Nugget Bridge, fighting some trainers along the way, and then we're going to head off to the right, fighting more trainers en route to Bill's place down there at the end of the road by Boyz II Men, which is a great song. And before we get started on everything, I'm going to give TM1 this Mega Punch. We're going to give it to Rocky Balboa, because not only is it perfectly fitting for a guy with a boxer's name, but he also desperately needs another move that isn't fucking Tackle, for God's sakes. I know Mega Punch isn't a great move by any stretch, but it's something that needed to happen. So, there we go. Also, I was going to tell you this. When I got home from work, I totally stumbled upon my copy of Pokemon Red, which is awesome, because I totally had forgotten where I put it. I don't even know what, spurred my interest in looking for this thing when I got home, but I found it, and so I decided to pop it into my Game Boy Advance, and the battery was dead, so I brought it in here in the office with me, and I'm charging it, and I wanted to just see what my game file looked like during that particular run, because it was like a couple, 2-3 years ago, or something like that, and my team was pretty cool, but I'll tell you one thing, the naming conventions that I had for that particular run of the game, it just made no fucking sense at all. Like, my theme, apparently, for that specific run is that I wanted to name all of my Pokemon, human-esque names with, first and last name. I don't know why. And, all the names that I gave out, I don't know who any of these people's names were outside of one of them. It just, the whole thing made no sense, and so I felt like sharing it with you since I have it right here. Also, in that particular run, it took me 22 hours and 39 minutes to beat the game, which I feel like is a really long time, which kind of makes me feel a little insignificant, but at the same time, it just, I feel like because I had spent so much time off between runs, maybe it wasn't too bad. I don't know. Oh, for God's sakes, just let me get a damn hit in. Thank you. Sheesh. Let me kill this guy first real quick, and then we'll get down to business. Oh my God, the rap! The rap! Holy shit. I mean, you would think that, his tail would just crush into a billion pieces trying to wrap up a rock. But whatever. He's giving me that blank stare anyways, so I guess he had it coming. A Zubat? Alright, well, you know what? This is what you're gonna get. You're gonna get one right in the face. Okay, get ready for this. This is actually the roster that I beat the game with. I had a... Sorry about that. I don't know where that came from. A Leech Life. With his lack of eyeballs yet again. Well, I'll electrify you for that. That's your payment. So I had a level 46 Kadabra, I think it was. I don't even think it was an Alakazam at that point. By the name of Bill Lord. I couldn't even tell you what the thought process was there. I had a level 50 Jolteon by the name of Ed Range. Again, for reasons that I have no idea why. My starter Pokemon actually caught me by surprise, because I had a Charizard, a level 48 Charizard. That one really surprised me, because I usually never take anything outside of Bulbasaur. But his name was the only one that I recognized, and his name was Bob Crane from Hogan's Heroes. Weird again, I don't know. I had a level 43 Dugtrio by the name of Fran Gulk, who had fainted, apparently. Again, no idea. A level 51 Articuno by the name of Ted Swig. Couldn't tell you what that one was for. He had also fainted. And then to round out my all-star team, I had a level 46 Gyarados by the name of Don Kresh. So, I don't know, man. I couldn't even begin to tell you what the hell any of that was for. But that team was awesome. I remember just rolling right through the Elite Four with that team after seeing that. Anywho, let's get back to business. I'm number 4. Getting tired? Oh no, baby. I could go all night with you. mainly because of the fact that I took an energy pill like a couple hours ago, which was probably a really bad idea in hindsight now that it's like 8:45. But, you do what you gotta do, you know? You do what you must. And I'm actually gonna go swimming here as soon as I get done with this episode because it sounded like a lot of fun. So, you know, maybe it will, maybe it won't. I just hope that the pool water at this place doesn't just taste entirely of sweat again, because that's what it was totally like last time, and it was disgusting. So I'm hoping that that is not the case, but something tells me it probably will be. I'm gonna use a Nidoran, huh? What could I use to counter a Nidoran? Actually, I think that Spearow might work well here, if I remember right. I could be wrong, though. Maybe it won't. But I think the flying type deal will give me an advantage. Does it not? What have we? No, it's just a regular thing. That's not really going to work out very well, I fear. Especially if you're going to lower my shit. Oh, I've got a story for you guys. Oh my god, this is by far one of the least comfortable things that has probably ever happened to me that I can think of. And this happened at that little anniversary that I told you guys I was going to. Actually, yeah, let's go with Balboa. That poison's not going to do shit to him. So yeah, I went to that little 3-year anniversary for that barcade that I always go to, and it was a lot of fun, even though I wasn't there for super long. They were like giving out prizes. They had like raffles going on, and the big prize of the night was a PS4 that had like some, you know, games packaged in with it. And as you would expect, I totally did not win because my odds of winning anything are usually always pretty low. So I didn't win there. That was kind of a bummer. But it's all good. I went into that with the prior knowledge that there was no way I was going to win anyways, so totally fine. But, dude, okay. So this is where the super uncomfortable thing happened. It was just absolutely bonkers. So that place was filled out the whole time. Like, it was like shoulder to shoulder through almost the entire building. Like, it was bad enough to the point where, like, somebody could have walked up to you, and, I should probably use a potion here. Somebody could have walked up to you, stolen your wallet out of your back pocket, and escaped into the mass of people before you would have even known what happened. Pretty much is what happened there. Also, let's put Spearow at the front here so he can get himself some quick XP. At the very least, from just like a little switch out or whatever. So, so I'm standing, you know, in this one area talking with my buddy Lige, and we're kind of, you know, drinking beer and doing whatever. And out of nowhere, I think that this guy was one of Lige's friends, if I remember correctly, but I did not know this at the time. I had no idea of this at the time. This guy walked up, clearly drunk. Oh boy, that's not good. He was clearly intoxicated, and that's probably one reason why I didn't do anything here. But, oh, it's so awkward. So we're sitting there talking, and, like, I didn't even really register the fact that he had even walked up. God damn it. So much for him leveling up at all. Oh well, we can actually give this one to Spearow now. Cool. He's gonna reap all the benefits. If he can live through one of these. Oh no! Oh god! Of course it's a critical hit. Why wouldn't it be? Oh jeez. The enemy's weak. Please get one thing in. Just one thing. Oh no! Okay. There you go. Good girl. Getting one thing in. There it is. Please give me a move. Yeah, it's not a very strong move at all, but at least there's that chance that it'll do something, you know, semi-worthwhile. We're gonna go back down to the Pokemon Center anyways after this and heal up before we move along. You beat our 5 contest trainers! You just earned a fabulous prize! Here's a nugget. It's just a chicken nugget, by the way. It has no value at all. I do not want to join at all. I am positive. Nope, still not happening. I'm telling you to join, damn it! Stop saying no! Okay, you need convincing. I'll make you an offer you can't refuse by trying to beat the shit out of you and failing. And then after you see how weak we are, you'll want to fortify us by being the strongest one out of everyone. And it's not gonna work. It's totally not gonna work. Okay, so let's bring out the old. Actually, Actually, let's bring out Ivysaur for this, just because. So anywho, so I'm talking to Lige, and I didn't even, like, register this guy coming up. He just sort of just appeared. And this is kind of this is what I remember the sequence being. He walks up, he's like, hey, are you talking to my boyfriend? And like, I figured he was kidding, even though I found out later that I'm pretty sure this dude is bi, but that's besides the point. So he's like, are you talking to my boyfriend? And I just kind of like immediately responded out of reflex. I was like, yeah. And he's like, oh, well, I better send a message. And so this guy totally walks up to Lige, and I shit you not, he just walked up to him and just cupped his dick and balls in his hand. I'm not even kidding. He just went and grabbed his freaking Fallujah right there. And like, I was just like, what the hell was that all about? And like, I was just like in shock from that alone. And like, as soon as that happened, he's like, I gotta send a second message. And he just switched from him and went straight for my, polecat and satchel. Just like right away. And as soon as he did it, like, my jaw was just like what is happening right now with this guy? And then, like, as soon as like it happened, he like made eye contact with me for like a half a second, turned around and just disappeared. he just went right back into the crowd of people. And like, I just stood there, just like, kind of staring off into nothingness, like, what in the name of Sam Hill just took place in my life? I was just sitting there, minding my own business, and out of the blue, this fucking guy just walks up and just grabs two dudes, dicks and leaves. It was just the most bizarre thing. And I couldn't even say anything for at least a solid, like, 30 seconds. And Elijah's like, he's like, well, that totally just happened. I was like, yeah, I guess it did. I was like, I feel so violated right now. Like, I don't even know how to live right now. It was so weird. That was like the last possible thing that I expected to encounter over the course of all that. It was weird. But I needed to share that one with you, because that one, that just like, it was so violating. Oh my god. With your ability, you could become a top leader in Team Rocket. Well, but, I mean, I could, but I'm not going to, and now I gotta go take these little guys off to the old hopsicle here, because they got pretty G'd up from the feet up there. Tore up from the floor up, fucked up from the butt up, whatever it's gotta be. But it was all of those things in all-inclusive paid trip to the hospital. Thank God it's free. God, this game would be so much worse if they made you pay for trips in here. I would hate it. Alright, I hope to see us again, and don't worry, you probably will. If not once, probably like another 300 times over the course of this. But we'll see what happens. So, yeah, that was part of my weekend. It was pretty wild. However, at the very least, I did get a pretty nice, respectable high score on the Raiden DX cabinet that was in there. So that was pretty cool. I saw your feet from the grass. I also saw your feet. Oh, I love feet. They make me excited. Like, he doesn't even, like, ask us if he wants to battle. He's, like, kind of stares and, like, kind of, like, right off into the water. He's like, oh my god, I love feet. They're like elongated hands. They make me so excited. And he, like, just slowly reaches towards his belt to take out a Pokeball. And he just kind of, like, drops it on the ground. He, like, doesn't even throw it out there. And so we're just like, oh, alright, I guess we're gonna fight now. I guess this is actually happening. So, okay. But, yeah, so I got, dude, any of those, like, little, scrolling shooter games are just, they're among my favorite, man. I mean, they absolutely will probably give me crippling arthritis by the end of my lifespan, just from the constant just slapping of the button as fast as you can. Like, I don't know how I don't have, some type of syndrome built in after that. It's not nearly as bad as, say, like, I don't know, say, like Blazing Star. Blazing Star is one that just will absolutely it's like a chainsaw on your wrist and fingers, man. You just have to constantly just. At least for this one, there was like a turbo button, which came in handy because like the purple weapon that you get can just turn into like this huge like electric kind of like I don't even know how to explain it. It's got like this weird like electric kind of like elastic sort of like bullet trail. It's so weird, and it can like attack multiple things at once. Anybody that's played Raiden, you know exactly what I'm talking about. But oh, it's so weird. But at least there was a turbo button on that, so it took some of the stress off of me to have to use it. Come on, buddy. Oh, there it is. I don't know why that was like a weird sort of kind of... it was like a groan. I was like, oh! I don't really know what that was all about. It was weird. Okay, let's see what we can find in here, in the old tall grass. See if there's anything worthwhile in here that we don't have already. Oh, shit! Oh, there's no way this is gonna work! Oh, damn it. We're gonna take one crack at him and he's gonna teleport away. God damn it, that's so stupid. Oh, I hate that about Abras in this game. It's so frustrating. Realistically, we're probably gonna have to, you know, try and get one out of, what, the gaming center in Celadon, I believe. That'll probably be where that's gotta happen. Which sucks, man. I really want to, you know, I really want to get one before then, but your likelihood of having enough speed for that is pretty low. Alright, well, we can totally do something with this. Yeah! We'll get that Bellsprout. We don't have one of these already, do we? I don't think we do. I think that we fought one... Yeah, I think one of the last trainers had one. Which, there's going to be plenty more of these coming up, by the way, so it's going to be like a prime opportunity for Spyro to get some XP if he can ever get out of this move. Oh my god. It's unbelievable. Come on, give me that peck. Give me that peck. Oh, perfect! And he's going to give me the growth, but... Oh, don't worry, we're going to make him go flaccid in just a second here after we throw this. Your growth shall be stunted. You will have drank coffee for way too long, and your growth will not increase. Was that a myth? I never knew if that was an actual thing or not. Like, your parents always were like, oh, don't drink coffee, it'll stunt your growth, blah blah blah. We'll give Bellsprout a name. We'll call him, I'm gonna go with one of these randomized things, just because I have that ability to channel them out of nowhere. We're gonna call this guy, for one reason or another, we're gonna call him Nick Jarn. I don't know why. He's just gonna be fucking Nick Jarn. He just is. He's not gonna be in my team, so who cares what his name is, but that's what it is. But yeah, I remember people always saying like, oh, don't drink coffee or it's gonna stunt your growth, blah blah blah. It's probably, you know, just as effectual as, you know, like, oh, don't make that face, or it'll stick that way forever, and then, you know, no one's ever gonna want to put their mouth on your penis or whatever. that's what it equates to, actually. If you make that face, no one's ever going to give you a blowjob. I mean, they'll probably hire you for jobs, and you'll probably be eligible for like a 401k at some point in your existence, but plenty. The only thing that will never happen is that you will never have anybody put their mouth on your genitals. So, I mean, you gotta weigh out what's important in your life, I suppose. What is this? Thunderwave, huh? I mean, it's whatever, and the only person that can learn it is Radigan, and he already knows it, so it's not really worth my time. Anywho, I think we can probably fight one more trainer, and then we will call it good. So we'll take on this this being right here, and then we'll call it a day. Okay, just got back from Mount Moon, and now you're ready, huh? I'll bet this dude is probably a hiker. Sure is. And I just realized that, like, okay, look at the spot where like his vest is, like right where his chest is in that. It kind of sort of looks shape-wise kind of like a penis. I'm not kidding. A penis that has like an off and on button switch on it. It's weird. I don't even know. Okay, so we're going to take Spyro out of here. We're going to bring in Dick Tracy. I just hope to God that he can withstand it all. Actually, you know what? I'm going to put Balboa in for this one. Just because if I bring in Dick Tracy on that, he's going to be subjected to one undefensible or undefendable hit, and that's just unfair because his defense is already really shitty, so let's at least be able to fight back with a real man. Oh yeah. My punches are better than yours, my friend, because my face is made out of pure Rocky goodness. I actually watched Rocky last night. I watched the very first one, which I hadn't seen in a long time. It had been many years since I had seen the first one. And the fight with him and Apollo Creed was actually really good. I had completely forgotten what that fight sequence had actually looked like, and it was good. Geodude. Let's go with who's gonna be good in that situation. I mean, I guess we'll use Ivysaur for it. Might as well. He's got the type advantage, and actually it'll be some decent XP too. Maybe it'll get him to 20. Hiya! Yep. There it goes. Just one whip right to the face, and down he goes. But it was actually really good. I totally forgot. Spoiler, by the way, if you haven't seen a movie that's like almost 40 years old by now. Like one of the very first hits that Rocky lands on Apollo Creed, he just like uppercuts him right in the chin and just knocks him flat. It was so rad. I loved it. I just like when I saw it, I was like, ooh, damn, that's nasty. We're already at almost 4 hours. Okay, well, we got a long way to go, too. So that 22 hours thing might be very realistic all over again. But, my friends, we're going to stop right here. I apologize if I said like 57,000 words. Looking back on it right now, I feel like I talked a lot more than I normally do. I don't know. Maybe it's just because my brain's going 1,000 places at once with that energy pill I took. So, whatever. But yeah, so that story happened, and I felt like I needed to tell you, because it just, like, it took away all my innocence for the rest of my life. Anywho, when we come back on the next installment of Let's Play Pokemon Blue, we are going to continue venturing off to the east over there and see what's up. So until then, my friends, this is your host, LovelyCheesePizza, saying thank you guys for watching, and I will see you next time. Yeah. Oh, Jesus. My life will never be the same.